Baseball night in America out west. A couple of teams that have been very competitive in their divisions this year have had up and down stretches. But right now the Boston Red Sox and Arizona Diamondbacks both above 500, getting set to go for game 2. Tapia, Verdugo, and Turner make up 1, 2, and 3. No Rafael Devers for a second consecutive game. He is out with left calf tightness, but we were told he is available if need be. He could have gone today. And for the Arizona Diamondbacks, it'll be Zach Davies, his first start since April the 8th. He's been dealing with an oblique injury. 20 miles away, and Zach Davies gets the strikeout of Tapia for the first out of the day. And he works a walk with one away. A 2-2. And Turner lifts it deep to right field. Ranging back is McCarthy. It's playable in front of the track. For the second out, back to first goes Alex Verdugo. Verdugo goes. Yoshida bangs one off of Smith and into short right field. Verdugo will take third base. First hit for the Red Sox, and it's runners at the corners with 2 outs against Davies. 2-2 pitch. Runner goes from first. They've got a man caught between first and second in Yoshida. Here comes Verdugo home. The throw is on target and in time. Well executed by the Arizona defense to prevent a run from scoring and to get Davies out of the jam. Back in the lineup, Corbin Carroll moves up to the 3 spot. Walker's DHing today. Gurriel's been red hot. He moves down. Rojas is back in. He's been scuffling. So as I mentioned, both starters coming off the IL. Garrett Whitlock started the season on the IL with a hip injury. He's coming back from an elbow issue. Waits for a 3-2 from Whitlock. And hits it hard the other way, but right to Tapia.
195 average, 257 on base percentage.
Breaking ball is lifted deep down the right field line. Ranging back Verdugo to the warning track, and it is gone. Extends the on-base streak, tags his 7th of the season. It gives the Diamondbacks a 1-0 lead. Ketel Marte. Bouncing ball right side. Nice snare by Tristan Casas. Whitlock's covering. You can see the speed of Carroll on display. Payoff pitch to Walker coming. Hard hit ball. That is past Justin Turner into left field. Turner was set up for it, but that was a hard ball to try to snare as Walker bangs out a single with 2 down. Hard hit right at Casas. Boy, the Diamondbacks smoked a few of those in that first inning, including a home run by Marte. Casas was there to retire Gurriel. 1-0 D-backs to the second. Breaking ball hit through the right side. A base hit for Duran. He finally breaks out of the slump. A bunch of guys were slumping last night coming into the series, and now, boy, it goes back to the off-speed stuff and gets Hernandez waving through. That was his best pitch in that at bat, 2 away.
It's barely over 800, but still a lot of production.
It's a slow bouncer to second base for Marte. He'll retire Valdez, and that'll take us to the bottom of the second inning. Reaches out to poke one to second base. Valdez has it. You see more speed, though. Rojas busting it down the line. It's 1 away. On the ground on the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Finally, Casas will run it to the bag to retire McCarthy. A 1-2-3 second for Whitlock to the 3rd.
Oof. There's quite a few of those days, honestly. Yeah.
Close play. Marte just gets the speedy Tapia on the initial call. That's first base for the second out.
I couldn't have asked for anything better. So, you know, obviously just appreciative of these guys putting me back together, you know, getting my head screwed back on straight. But just patience and trust. You know, you know, this isn't easy for anybody. You know, if it was easy, everyone would do it. So,
a guy that has been able to control the strike zone, he just hadn't hit.
Well, if that one finally got the best of him through the back door on that off-speed pitch. Payoff pitch, and he got him. More off-speed stuff. He can go to the sweeper. He can go to the changeup. Hug one down the right field line for a solo shot in the first. This one hit well to deep center field. Duran ranging back all the way to the track. Boy, Marte has given a couple a ride already. He shoes out number 3 off as part of a 1-2-3. As Yoshida bounces one to the left side. No play for Rojas. That's tough. Yoshida is safe with an infield single.
I take a lot of pride on checking these guys out. Obviously watching Zach just blow some doors right now. Note that for tomorrow.
What does that mean? What did that experience mean to you as this one gets into right center field? Trying to go first to third is Yoshida. He will get in there. It's runners at the corners, 1 out. Just give me a quick sense of what that meant to you, that experience and that moment to be.
I'm not the type of guy to kind of damn.
Hernandez dumps one into left field. That'll get down. Yoshida will score. We're tied up at 1 apiece here in the 4th. Kyle Nelson will switch things up. He'll come in from the left side. He's been really good. He's been really good at home, and he's been really good with runners on base. So this is the type of spot that Torey Lovullo needs him to be good again. 9th pitch of the plate appearance is outside, and Reyes works a pinch hit walk. And that loads the bases up for Reese McGuire. Shows bunt with the bases loaded, puts it down. No play at home plate. They'll get the sure out at first, Will Nelson. But the go-ahead run scores in Casas. That is a very difficult spot for a defense to try to field a bunt. That was very well put down by the Boston catcher. It's a 3-2 to Tapia. Big cut, big out for Nelson to keep this at a 1-run game, but the Red Sox strike twice. Both runs accounting. Another broken bat. That one shatters. That one's falling quickly, but it's going to be run down by the center fielder, Jarren Duran. We have 2 of the speediest outfield duos in all of baseball. Carroll and McCarthy for Arizona, Tapia and Duran for Boston. They cover a ton of ground. Goes fishing to that one, though. Good pitch by Whitlock. He has sent down the last 10 Diamondbacks. He's going to try to get some length going for this Arizona pen. Henry's been used in the rotation this season. Hard hit towards short. Diving stab by Perdomo. Retires Turner. Fabulous play. 2 down.
Now, that looked like some of the plays, Eric, that stole hits from you.
Yeah, that's right.
He's getting flashbacks a second.
And we've raised $70 million from home runs. Thanks to Mr. Karros here.
Mike, you've been doing this a long time, and we really appreciate it. We're going to keep you around as well for a few more minutes. We want to dive into this a little bit further, but we do appreciate the time. We're going to talk to you in the next half inning, right?
Right.
Thanks, Mike.
For the 17th of June.
Ground ball to second base off the bat of Rojas, and Reyes has the out at first. 1 away.
But I think we'll be between 800 and 900.
Just excellent to hear. Moreno goes down swinging.
Right now in baseball,
McCarthy lifts one out to left field. Coming in is Tapia. Tapia dives. Did he hold on? He did not. It'll be extra bases for McCarthy. Excellent effort by Tapia, who's a little bit shaken up after all that. And McCarthy is in a scoring position as the tying run for the Diamondbacks here in the 5th. A 1-2. Bouncing ball to the right side for Reyes. He vacuums it up. And despite the 2-out double, Whitlock with a rock-solid effort in his return. Over 90 pitches, just 1 run in 5 frames. As he deals with Jarren Duran to begin the frame, and a beautifully laid down bunt. Good athletic play off the mound by Henry, but they can't get the out. The ball squirts free, and the speedy Duran aggressively takes second base. In the air, right center. Angling in is McCarthy, and he will run it down. 4 out number 1. Back to second base goes Duran.
Yeah, that's the mix. It's slider, fastball. Fastball maybe 20% of the time. But as a hitter, you can count on getting a slider from Mr. Adams.
Hernandez, did he go? He did. On 3 pitches, he strikes out. Oh, that one gets past the catcher Moreno, and Duran, who reached on a bunt single to start this inning, got to second on an error, will get to third on the wild pitch. And a 2-2 to Reyes. High chopper. Deep in the hole, it's short. Perdomo picked out at first by Smith to end the inning.
Yeah, Crawford going to come at you with the four-seamer, the cutter, curveball, changeup. Mix in the slider as well.
27-year-old Florida native. On the ground to first for Casas, that dribbles through. He recovers, shovels it to the first baseman, Crawford. Or the pitcher covering it first than Crawford. And big cut, and it's second out of the frame on a fastball from Crawford going high. A 10-pitch, 1-2-3, 2-strikeout Crawford frame in the sixth. To the late innings in Phoenix, 2-1. Three-time All-Star in Japan, Scott McGough has been, despite the ERA being a little bit closer to 4, bottom of the zone, called strike 3. McGough with a good inning. He strikes out a pair. Once on a fastball, once on a splitter. Reliable. Serves it to first. Casas is there. And it's one down in the seventh. And Crawford puts Rojas away with 2 excellent innings where he strikes out 3, all on fastballs. Alex Cora's move pays off. To the 8th we go. And a quick first out here in the 8th.
Hideo Nomo, when he came over to the Dodgers in the mid-90s, wire bunt with the bases loaded, I think caught everyone by surprise.
There's the fastball from McGough. He gets Duran to elevate the swing. 2 down here. Big cut from Casas. Boy, Scott McGough, 6 men retired, 5 via the strikeout. Bottom of the 8th coming. That one's off of Crawford. Ricochets towards the line. Crawford with a shovel in time, according to the first base umpire, Ryan Wills. Dan Bellino, the home plate umpire, and crew chief said safe.
Well, a couple of things here. This ball off the foot. Now, his ability to go retrieve it and avoid the runner, make a toss. That's a heck of a play by Crawford.
Had to avoid Moreno, lost his glove. And again, we had 2 separate calls from the first base and home plate umpires here. Looks like his foot was still on the bag the whole time.
Take a visit?
Yeah, looked out by a good step.
Yep.
Okay. Just stay out there with him. After review of the room, the field stands. The runner is out. Arizona will lose its challenge.
So that means that the crew chief, Dan Bellino, who made the save call, was going with his first base umpire's call. The call on the field, which was out, made by Ryan Wills. And now Chris Martin will climb to the bump. On the ground to second for Reyes. 2 down. In the air to right. Ranging back for Dugo to the track. He's got it, and the inning is over. 22 of the last 23 Diamondbacks retired by Boston pitching. A couple of the names in the Arizona bullpen that have been great lately. Miguel Castro has been one of them. For Valdez, and is grounded out as well. Sends one to left field on the first pitch. Ranging back, Gurriel at the wall, and he makes the catch. Got a great beat on it and flagged it down to one of the deepest parts of the park. Boy, Reyes felt like he got a hold of one on the first offering. Instead, it's the second out. Chopper, second baseman is Marte. He gets the out. He'll bat second. It'll be Smith, Marte, and Carroll against one of the rare sights in baseball. A 400 save. Kenley Jansen at 401 saves. He became the 7th player in Major League history to hit that mark. We had the 8th player hit that mark yesterday, Craig Kimbrell. 2-2 again. Lifted in the air to left. Tapia playable in front of the track. 23 of 24 retired. Sky high from Marte into center. Duran has out number 2. One-two pitch. He got him. Blew it by him at 96 for save number 402. Jansen does it to the Diamondbacks again. And the Boston Red Sox pitching staff stymies one of the best offenses in the National League to a paltry 3 hits on a Saturday in Phoenix.